Hi, boys and girls. I hope you're having a great day. I'm going to read one of my favorite books. It's by an author named Chris Van Dusen, and actually Chris lives in the state of Maine. So I thought I would read one of his books because I really like them. This one's called If I Built a House by Chris Van Dusen. And it's his only name, so Chris has two jobs in this book. He's the author, so he writes the words, and the illustrator. He does both. He draws the pictures too. Jack, in the backyard, said to his mother, "This house is okay, but it's like any other. It's boxy and boring and basically bland. It's nothing at all like the house I have planned." My house will be different. It can't be the norm. I'll think about traffic flow, function, and form. Oh, it may include shapes like a tower or dome, but I'll focus on what makes a building a home. It's the rooms on the inside that make it unique. So step through the door and let's take a peek. Unique. Can you say unique? That means one of a kind. It's going to be a very special house. We'll start with the basics right off the bat. Check out my all-in-one kitchen-o-mat. You don't have to cook. You don't have to clean. It's done by a space-age robotic machine. It makes all the meals and the food is delish. Then it washes and puts away every last dish. Can you imagine pressing a button and it makes whatever you want? It's like a robot in your kitchen. The living room's next. It's fun. Come on in. The chairs and the table and sofa all spin, and trampolines lead to a giant ball pit. It's a pretty neat room, you have to admit. Look at that living room. He gets to bounce on trampolines into a ball pit. Now, look in the bathroom. No shower, no tub. Instead, take a ride on my scrub-a-dub-dub. Just step on the belt and it washes you clean, even the places you've never seen. And here is my bedroom, way up high in the sky, on top of a tower 200 feet high, with glass all around. Just check out the view. A bed in a tower. Now that's something new. Pretty cool room. The rooms we walked through just moments before are the kinds that you'll find in any decor. But if I built a house, I'd add a few more. So hop on my slide. It's time to explore. Can you imagine having a big slide like this in your house? I want to live in this house. You know how I constantly like to create? Well, this is my art room. Isn't it great? You draw on the wall. Don't worry, it's cool. Hung way up high on a big giant spool is a huge roll of paper that hangs to the floor. Just draw till you're done, then you pull down some more. See up here, that's the spool. They pull down the paper. He's really not drawing on the wall, he's drawing on paper. Pretty cool. Next comes my flying room. See how it's tall? It's empty except for a switch on the wall. Just turn off the switch and you'll float off the ground, then flap like a bird and fly all around. It's nice to be up in the air. A room without gravity. Now that's pretty rare. Rare means you don't see it very often. Can you imagine a room like this? Where this is way down at the bottom of the room and you get all the way to the top like you're flying. Pretty neat. I like this room. This is my racetrack room. Step right inside. It's less like a room and more like a ride. It features a racetrack that loops all around with super fast go-karts that don't make a sound. You fly and you flip and you zip and you zoom. You have to admit, it's a wonderful room. Look at that room. Can you imagine a racetrack room where you go on a car and you go all around the track? A room filled with water. Now that's something new, but if I built a house, that's just what I do. This is my fish tank room. Look at all the fish. He's swimming with all the fish. Ain't it a sight? Don't worry, they're friendly. The critters won't bite. Just strap on an air mask to swim with the fishes. Now this is a room that every kid wishes. Of course, I've been saving the best room of all, and literally speaking, this room is a blast. So welcome, sit down. I'll seal up the hatches. This plexiglass playroom completely detaches. You fly it around, why it even has jets. For me, this room is as good as it gets. It's like an airplane. It comes off the house and flies around. My house will be nifty. My house will be neat. My house will stand out as the best on the street. Daringly bold, yet exquisitely fine. A must-see example of modern design. My house will be hailed as refreshingly new. Look at his house. If I built a house, that's just what I'd do. See what he's doing? He's making a Lego house, and he also made a house from, looks like cardboard. And then right here's his pencil and paper. He's drawing a picture of what he thinks his house should look like. And his eyes are closed because I think he's using his imagination. Remember we talked about our imagination, like the book My Garden? She was imagining that jelly beans were growing in her garden when we really can't do that. I think he's using his imagination to make up a house that's really cool. And there's Mom looking at the plans for his house, which is this picture right here. He drew out the house he wanted. I want you to tell one of your grown-ups in your house which room you liked best. My favorite room in the book, I think, would have to be the living room. I'll go back to that page. This one's my favorite room. Remember the living room? He jumps on trampolines into the ball pit. Which room was your favorite? Was it the art room, or the fish tank room, or the slide, or the racetrack room? I want you to think of, in the story, which one was your favorite room in the house. Then after you tell your parent, then you could draw a picture of it. Use your imagination of what you would make as a house. Okay, I hope you guys have a great afternoon, and I will see you soon. Bye.